I thought that turning 30 meant stability. Well, my 30s humbled me. When I turned 30, I finally started to feel like life was about to get stable. And God knew that I needed the stability. But instead, everything fell apart. Happy Valentine's Day to all the lovers. It's indeed February the 14th, and this is the Valentine's edition. Hi, I'm Casey, and welcome to Casey Unplugged. Now, on today's topic, we're talking about the phase of your 30s that no one talks about. I'm not talking about the glow up, I'm not talking about the success. I am talking about starting over again and again and again. Now, when I turned 30 in 2021, life was great. I had the job, I had the finances, I was living independently on my own. But soon after, shit hit the fan. Shit got real. I went from being a financially stable to being dependent. I went from being employed to being unemployed multiple times. I thought that a new job meant a fresh start, but every time something happened, something fell apart, something crashed. I went from being emotionally stable to being mentally unstable. I was drowning in debt. I was crumbling under pressure. I felt worthless. I felt unseen, unheard, unloved. I was so angry with myself because I wasn't able to provide for my kids the way I wanted to provide for them. I wasn't able to provide for myself the way I wanted to provide for myself. There are certain things that I couldn't give myself, so I felt afraid asking for it in return. And instead of knowing my worth and live up to those expectations, I started to settle. I settled for the hurt. I settled for the disrespect. I settled for the abuse. I settled with the feeling in the pit of my stomach that told me, you are damaged goods and nobody wants you to deal with. Not your mother, not your family, and not even your partner. I never felt like myself, and in truth and in fact, I wasn't myself. I didn't know what was happening, and I couldn't explain what was happening either. So whatever came my way, whatever I was going through, whatever I was feeling, I told myself I deserve it. I told myself, you deserve to be bruised and battered and beaten. You deserve to be bounced around. You deserve to be down and out. I didn't have a Prince Charming. I didn't have a knight in shining armor. All I had was myself. And the persons around me that chose to stay, whether it was for their personal gain or because they wanted to see me rise above it all. I never understand it. I couldn't explain it, but I did find the strength to navigate it. I decided to go on a spiritual journey because I'm like, you know what? I feel like there's something that I'm missing. There's something that I'm missing out on. There's something that I'm not seeing. So if I can be spiritually enlightened, if I can learn to sit quiet and listen more that I speak, then a shift can happen, a change can take place. So I went in search of myself, and my turning point actually came in December. And this is where I decided that, hey, I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to repeat the same cycles. I'm not going to repeat the same failures. Whatever that has been lost will find me. My comeback would be greater than what my setback was. I decided that I had to change me. I had to change my thought process. I had to shut out the outside world. I had to find my own voice. I had to speak up and out for me. I had to learn that sometimes you have to show up and show out for yourself more than how you do for other people. So in December, I stopped waiting for life to change, and I started to change my habits instead. This is the part of your 30s that no one wants to talk about. The job losses, the starting over, the quiet waiting, the constant feeling as if you're behind everyone else. And honestly, I do feel like I'm behind. I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm rebuilding my life one small habit at a time. And I'll show you exactly what that looks like in my next video.